Hello and welcome back to day 9 of the Divine Trust Challenge. My name is Victoria and I'm your favorite spiritual business coach. I actually don't know what 9 symbolizes. If anyone has some fun connection to the number 9, let me know in the comments down below. But nonetheless, we continue going so freaking strong. I'm really proud of us. Today we're discussing how a person who has divine trust is more powerful than an alchemist. If you've heard of like an alchemist, it's someone who can turn any metal into gold. Okay? So just think about like if you were able to just take any leaf and turn it into cash, okay, through some alchemy. Even that ability isn't as powerful as trusting God. Here's why. First of all, an alchemist would need specific tools and materials in order to create these transformations, in order to complete this work of turning metal into gold or a leaf into cash. Like it's not snapping your fingers. It's like, no, I have to go and like actually complete some kind of process, some kind of science experiment or protocol. And these tools aren't necessarily accessible at all times and all places. Basically, you might run into some technical difficulties, some internet connectivity issues, and all of a sudden, you can't do your alchemy, you can't do your magic. Versus a person who has divine trust, has her sustenance guaranteed from God in any means available in the universe, which is way more secure than having to do it yourself. And saying, okay, like my means is always going to come from my ability to alchemize metal into gold. It's like, well, what if you don't have the tools? And what if you don't have the metal? What if you don't have the supplies? Let alone all of the tools that you're going to use to convert the metal. What if you're in a place that you don't have metal? What if you run out? What if the metal is too expensive to buy? You know, there's all of these different bottlenecks that could come up for you in your business. And it's like, okay, so what if instead of relying on yourself and on this one path and pattern and tool, you rely on God, because then it can happen in any way, probably a way that you didn't think of and you didn't imagine. You are limited, but God is not. God has an unlimited ability in providing for you. And the author cites proof in the book of Devarim regarding the manna that the Jews ate in the desert. The manna, you know, those clouds of food that came every single day to the Jews. It says, so that God would make you know that people do not live by bread alone, but by whatever comes from the mouth of the Lord do people live. In the desert, the Jews weren't sustained by God in the usual way. It wasn't like, okay, go foraging for berries now to find your food. Go hunt animals to find your food. No, every single day, you're going to wake up and you're going to pick up the manna that is designated for your family. Putting aside the fact that like it apparently tasted like anything you wanted it to taste like. So instead of regularly consuming food, the Jews were eating manna provided straight from heaven, which shows that God's not limited to the natural order. God can provide for you in any manner he wishes. So trust that it's always going to be for your highest and best good, because take a look at how freaking awesome your life is. Count your blessings. And we'll be back tomorrow for day 10. Mwah.